Good afternoon, students. The topic of today's lecture is Family Pension Scheme, and this topic comes under the Employees Provident Funds and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952. As you can see that this act has three subdivisions: the Employee Provident Fund Scheme 4th March 1952, Employees Pension Scheme 1995, and Employees Deposit Linked Insurance Scheme 1976. So, studying one part of it, that is Employees Pension Scheme 1995, we will be covering up the Family Pension Scheme topic under this Act. The Employees Pension Scheme 1995. This includes the compulsory part Members of Family Pension Scheme 1971 and Provident Fund Act 1995. The optional part is only the Provident Fund subscribers, those covered under the Voluntary Retirement Scheme with effect from 1 April 1993. So the topic of today is Family Pension Scheme 1971, and this comes under Employees Pension Scheme 1995. Now we will study the eligibility of this scheme. Minimum 10 years of service and pension payable at the age of 58 years. Pension on discounted rate at the age of 50 years. Service less than 10 years, eligible to pensionary benefits or claim returns of contribution withdrawal benefits. So these are the three eligibility conditions for this scheme. Moving further, now we will study the benefits. Superannuation at the age of 58 years, retirement, permanent total disablement, death during service, children pension, orphan pension. So these are the benefits of this family pension scheme. Superannuation at the age of 58 years, that includes that job duration is finished at the age of 58 years. Then retirement is being done and a person is free from his duties and responsibilities at that particular age, and after that he is eligible to receive pension. Then permanent total disablement, that this situation occurs in case of some kind of accidents during the job in which an injury is such that total disablement takes place, and that too at permanent level, and the employee is not able to work from that point of time, and this also becomes a situation in which family pension scheme is being provided. Then death during service, then children pension, and then orphan pension. Now we will study the administration part. It is administered under the tripartite Central Board of Trustee set up under the Act. So, Central Board of Trustee is being set up under this Act, and this Central Board takes the responsibility of administration of this scheme. Now there are obligations for employers. Employer contributing 8.33% of the employee's pay towards EPF during last 15 days. Consolidated report within 3 months to RPFC. Employees leaving service, report shall be sent to RPFC within 15 days of preceding month. Submit a statement of every contractor within last 7 days of every month. Ensurety of collection of particulars of the employees and his family. Furnish and intimate RPFC within 15 days about their branches, department, directors, owners, managers, etc. Then particulars of employee and his family if not a member of EPF in his previous employment. Then implementation of direction issued by Central Board. So students, these are the obligations of employers. These are those conditions which have to be satisfied by employers for smooth implementation of this scheme. And these are the various steps which have to be followed by employers, and the government agencies look upon those employers who do not follow these instructions in a very precise manner. Now, obligations for employees. Furnish particulars about himself and his family. So, it is very important for employees to furnish all the paperwork, all the particulars regarding himself and his family. All the details should be mentioned so that it becomes easier for employers to provide them the benefits of these schemes. Then second is medical tests prescribed by the Central Board of Benefits on permanent disablement. In case of permanent disablement, medical tests have to be undertaken which are prescribed by Central Board for benefits, because whenever such tests are recommended by a body like Central Board, these tests give a proof of permanent disablement, and this further helps the employees to gain those benefits. Next is refund contribution along with interest. Now we will study the exemption. The central government may exempt an establishment subject to the condition mentioned in the annexed schedule. Now next thing is employee deposit linked insurance scheme, August 1976. Studying its applicability, both exempted and unexempted member employee of the Employees Provident Fund Act 1952. The exemption is being given if the majority of the employee favoring other beneficial insurance scheme approved by the government. Under Section 17 2A, central government has the power to grant permission. Moving further towards damages and penalties, it is liable to pay penalties with 37% of the arrears laid by regional commissioner if the amount is not paid by later half of each month. 5 days grace period is given. Legal actions under this can be taken under Section 14 of this Act, Section 406 by 409 of the IPC, sued for revenue under Revenue Recovery Act. So, students, in this lecture, we studied about family pension scheme, and that scheme is included with Employee Pension Scheme 1995. And in this scheme, there are various conditions and various obligations being provided for employers as well as employees to have smooth distribution of benefits of this scheme to employees in case of various conditions like superannuation, retirement, permanent disablement, then child pension scheme, and orphan pension scheme, and there are many other conditions. So, to fulfill all these procedures and policies, one must be aware about these schemes so that the benefits of such schemes can be availed by eligible person at the right time. So in case you have any doubt, you are most welcome to ask me. Thank you very much.